Now, divorce and separation in general causes a lot of hostilities. Who really loses the most in those battles?
Our society, because one, the children become ultimate victims. When children are used as tools of revenge in this terrible litigation type battle, whether paternity or divorce, the ultimate victims start out with the children. And then it affects parents, and then it affects our society, because the children are the future of our society.
I'm going to stop you right there, Jeffrey. Can we talk a little bit about what the law states about what the father's rights are in children's lives? Because I think as mothers or as single mothers, we just assume that we're the primary caretaker and that what we say is final word. That's not what the law states, correct?
Yes, I co-authored the joint custody law in this state, and based on the joint custody law, I am hoping to promote equal parenting, and many judges have awarded joint custody based on the law I co-authored, and it has allowed parents to co-parent instead of one parent becoming the owner of the children and the other parent being turned into a visitor or an Uncle Daddy or a Disneyland dad, which eventually ends up with many dads disappearing. And many dads are becoming an endangered species in our society, and it's very, very dangerous.
Can you talk about co-parenting versus sole custody with visitation or limited visitation?
I'm a big proponent of co-parenting opposed to sole parenting. But unfortunately, our system for many, many years has advocated control. One parent will control the children, and the other parent becomes a payor of child support or goes to jail. Joint custody is very, very important, because in co-parenting, parents hopefully learn to cooperate and put their differences aside and focus on the best interests of the child. Also, statistics show that fathers ordered to pay child support with joint custody pay substantially more child support than non-custodial dads or dads with no contact at all.
How important is that interaction between dads and their children? You mentioned a Disneyland dad. How important is having that free access to children, having that free access to their fathers?
It's very, very important, so children feel loved opposed to rejected. Many children that lose their fathers feel rejected, even though it's not their fault. They've lost their dads because the legal system may not have been working, or the mother may have been engaging in parental alienation, or various other reasons, but it's not the fault of the children. But the children generally blame themselves. They feel rejected. It affects their self-esteem, and it often can lead to depression, and depression can lead to suicide. And suicide does affect father-absent children. It's a big, big problem we have in our society.
Can you talk about some of the feelings that fathers experience too when maybe a custody arrangement isn't the best that it could be?
Fathers can fall into a state of depression just as their children can when the father-child relationship terminates. And statistics show that father absence for fathers, non-custodial fathers with no children, is quite high in the United States, and also in Great Britain. It's 4 times as high as that for women. So suicide is substantially higher for men than women when you factor in divorce, non-custodial status, and loss of children.